Vale, la historia del
I
pintor
know
en
how
casa.
you must feel. Lost. Alone. Hopeless. You probably deserve it. But even for you, there is still a way. A way to bring it all back. The one precious thing you ever truly desired. Finish it.
Cada retrato está pintado con el sentimiento del artista, no del sujeto. Oscar Wilde, el retrato de Dorian Gray. Ahora, esto sí que se parece ya un poco al Let's First que jugamos hace time. Es así, yo recuerdo que el bolso se veía un poco más grande, ¿no? Y era así, ¿no? O de cuero. El zapato no me acuerdo si estaba aquí del principio, no me acuerdo muy bien. Mira,
We would like to ask you to cease bothering our pest control specialists, as well as refrain from sending us any more of your highly inappropriate letters. All of our employees that visited your house reported absolutely no signs of a rodent infestation of any kind, and as such, decided not to act further than a prophylactic spray. Please treat this letter as a final warning, or else the next envelope you'll receive will be from our lawyers.
Vale. With best regards, Carl Denton, PCP's Classification 2. Vale. Estimado señor, nos gustaría pedirle que, por favor, dejen de molestar a nuestros especialistas de control de plagas y de enviarles cartas inapropiadas. Debo informarle de que mi madre es una mujer respetable y no se toma muy bien ese tipo de acusaciones. Todos nuestros empleados que hayan visitado su casa han informado de que no hay señal alguna de roedores de ningún tipo, por lo cual decidimos usar tan solo un spray profiláctico. Esta carta constituye nuestro último aviso. La siguiente será de nuestros abogados. Un cordial saludo, Carl Denton. Pero no pone que el nombre de la empresa, ya que lo traduce en español. Mete ahí. Oh. Whisky. Bourbon. Me acuerdo que aquí había como una foto, pero claro, han modificado. Foto, que no.
I didn't touch the workshop, just like you asked. Although I can't imagine the mess that's inside. Also, if you care so much for that room, maybe you should pay more attention to where you leave the keys. I brought them back to your office.
Y no pone que... Y no sigue leyendo a decir Have a nice day. Vale. Que pase un buen día. Ah, esa era la foto. Pero la foto estaba en el armario que yo recuerde.
Some call him the new Caravaggio. Others compare him to Van Eyck, and one awestruck critic who wished to remain unnamed went as far as to invoke, quote, the spirit of the great Leonardo. Any way you slice it, the exhibition proved an immense success. Its distinct style has been praised for its unique combination of Renaissance influences and more progressive techniques. The artist himself attended the event in the company of his beautiful fiancée, looking stunning in her black gown, revealed to us exclusively that the couple are indeed expecting.
Vale, esta vez sí que la he leído todo. El triunfo de un artista, el estreno de la galería impresiona a los críticos. Bueno, no lo voy a leer porque ya lo habéis leído. Es que algunas veces me pongo a leer porque me apetece leer. Mira, una pared de colores. Hay como que parece que es una marca de mano, ¿eh? La cocina.
Figured you'd be up all night, so I made you a little treat. You know, I bet even Rembrandt occasionally took time off from being brilliant and snored his head off like the rest of us common folk. I know! In other words, get some sleep, you big dummy. I love you.
Ah, por fin leer el I love you, ¿eh? O sea, lee el I love you y pero que tenga un buen día no lo lees. Me cago. Ahí no dice, bueno, voy a leer en inglés. Pond, Rose Oakre, Burn Amber, Gina, Bruce, 25, I fresh 50 pounds, uppers 10 kilograms, boss pone 5 tachado, 10 tachado y 13 tachado. Vale, no hace falta que lea español porque ahí ya lo habréis leído. ¿Cuántas veces lo habré dicho? Vale, está cerrado. Paprika. Ahí para que pique. Vamos por aquí. A ver, en el baño. No hay nada interesante y...
How the hell did they fuck up the length?
Ah. Bueno, me ha leído ahí, pero claro, pone One below needs prosthesis. O sea, una prótesis de rodilla. ¿Y por qué no me deja cerrar el grifo?
I'm sorry for yesterday. You were right. I overreacted. It's just that this isn't about me. It's about her. Everything I do with her best interest in mind. I guess I've always believed that in an imperfect world, it's worth it to strive for perfection. Now I'm starting to sound like my father. I will work on my temper, though. Promise. We'll talk later.
No dice I love you. Porque es un hombre que lo lee, ¿no? Anda. Mata rata. Little Winnie and partner. Do you have a problem? Call us now and forget about. No, no leo ahí. 555-3825. Fast, efficient and discreet. Es tiempo para rata. Vamos a un dominó. Para que si no lo ves y lo pisa y te pega ahí un sustaco, diga, ¿ese ruido dónde viene? Pero como te pille un dedo, te vas a reír de
So
risa.
sick and tired of us talking through these notes. We live in the same house, for God's sake. Come talk to me when you're done, before you go to sleep.
Vale, eso sí que lo ha leído.
Let me ask you one simple question. Have you completely lost your goddamn mind? I know you're going through some rough times right now. I really do. That's why I've agreed to let you do those illustrations in the first place. For old time's sake. I even deliberately gave you a trivial task, because I expected Little Red Riding Hood to be something you can draw in your sleep. What I didn't expect is to get this demented nightmare fuel you submitted for a kid's bedtime story. There is no way in hell I'm using this, and I already regret agreeing to a payment in advance. Please, get your shit together.
Y no lee lo último. You all pay. Liam Brixton. Whisper Tale Publishing House. Vale. Va viejo amigo. Liam Brixton. Ya, deseo de publicar la casa, ¿no? No, editorial Whisper. Es que en inglés no soy muy buena.
I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you. Tonight it's all about you and me. Let's make it special.
You promised.
Pensé que no lo iba a leer. Anda. El lobo y la caperucita roja. Érase una vez. Iba una linda niña, una cesta llena de comida. Se le acerca el lobo y le dijo: Niña, ¿a dónde va? ¿Qué esconde detrás de esa mano? Por la espalda, que yo vea. Huele delicioso. ¿Qué será? No sé. Espera. Es que, mira, señor lobo, es que voy a la casa de mi abuelita, que está por aquí cerquita. Está por el este a unos 5 minutos, así que voy para allá. Entonces, el lobo fue corriendo y se partió una pata. No, que se había comido a la abuelita. Entonces llega Caperucita y dice: Abuelita, abuelita, ¿qué orejas más grandes te tiene para oírte mejor? Abuelita, 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 ¿qué ojo más grande tiene para verte mejor? Abuelita, 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 ¿qué nariz más grande tiene para olerte mejor? Abuelita, abuelita, ¿qué boca más grande para devorarte? Y colorín colorado, el lobo se comió a Caperucita y este cuento se ha acabado. Y para contar cuentos no es muy buena. ¡Vámonos! Eso es lo que contaba toda tu niña. Cuento de Caperucita. Pero ahí pintan al lobo como de malo, ¿eh? Dice la realidad es que la abuela quería cocinar al lobo y el lobo no empezó a propia. Estaba comiendo a la abuelita.
Daddy's here.
Aparecía una llave.
Why pink?
What is this? Eso no lo lee. What is this? No lo lee, pero why pink sí. Perfecto. Y se lleva el dibujo. Una partida. No sé si se ha cerrado. Es que se ha cerrado solo cuando toca la partitura. ¿Qué me estás contando? Si no toca ni el piano.
Been working all night. Don't wake me up.
Vale, no le quiere que despierte. Porque si no, se pone de mala folla. Que sí. Ay.
Might not be a household name yet, but just give her time. The incredibly talented multi-instrumentalist gave an astounding performance last night, winning over even the most ardent naysayers. Quote, "She was simply astounding. I haven't seen such passion, energy, and skill in years," stated famed pianist Daniel Richter. He was not alone in his praise. It seems even Anthony Giles, one of its harshest critics, has finally seen the light. Giles had previously made disparaging comments about the artist, stating, quote, "There's more to performing music than enthusiasm in a pretty face." When asked if, after witnessing last night's performance, he regrets these words, Mr. Giles gave us a look that can only be described as a mixture of awe and embarrassment. Pressed for an answer, he simply said, "Yes." We caught up with the star.
Vale.
The long-awaited opening of the Galactic Department Store turned into hell on Earth when the building's wiring burst into flames. While the majority of the visitors managed to reach the emergency exits in time, several unfortunate attendees were trapped in the back of the building, having no chance to escape the raging inferno. The exact number of casualties has not yet been determined, although it is estimated that at least a dozen people have been severely injured. The owner of the Galactic, Ronald Sheffield, has so far declined the comment on today's tragic events.
Vale, ¿y por qué no ha leído Galactic Grounds opening in flames, disastrous fire at the new department store leaves decent fixing for their lives? Pero ahí sí que está, o sea, está traducido en el español, pero ¿por qué no lo leen? ¿Lee? Ume. Venda. Bastón. Esta es la parte.
Sorry. Couldn't sleep. The leg's been acting up again. Figured I might as well do some work. I love you.
Ahí al añadido el ay. Ahí no hay ay. O sea,
Might not be a household name yet, but just give her
pero bueno,
time.
ahí al lado
The incredibly talented multi-instrumentalist
pone
gave an
D6,
astounding
se ha
performance
asignado
last night,
German
winning over even the most
Fish
ardent
en el
naysayers.
alemán, Let Defense,
Quote, "She was
the snake,
simply
and the
astounding.
page
I haven't seen
browse
such
the
passion, energy, and
ancestral
skill in
to the
years,"
snake contract by
stated
a
famed
to
pianist
fight.
Daniel Richter. He was not alone in his praise. It's
Es que le faltan, por eso no lo lees, porque falta ahí otro cacho. Ahí estaba bloqueado, que sí. Pues bueno, pues vamos a... Todos estos son cuadros famosos, ¿eh? La campanada. Bueno, pues vamos con las manos a la obra. ¿Y por qué se escucha ese ruido de como una manivela o algo así? Era.
Two souls, so passionate, so talented, and yet they wanted to build something so ordinary. A home, a wife, a family, peaceful life. Betrayal of everything that made them both artists, and yet they clung to it.
no me... Bueno, hazlo bien. Vale. Say the day of. Request the pleasure of your company to celebrate their wedding on Saturday, the meeting June and St. Luke's Chapel at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Vale, reserva la fecha. Estaría encantado de poder disfrutar de su compañía para celebrar la boda el sábado, 9 de junio a las 2 de la tarde en la iglesia de San Lucas.
We are truly thrilled to hear that you accepted our humble proposition. After discussing dates with my colleague, we find this date the best time to open the exhibition. We need time to set everything up. Getting a piano to our gallery will be no small feat.
Specterful, Thomas Colview, Gallery. Madre mía, no me deja ni leerlo. Bueno, era Jealous of Red, ¿no? Algo así. Sí. ¿Y dónde estoy?
They don't understand what it takes to make a good painting. The work doesn't start with the brush, just like family doesn't start with marriage. It starts with canvas.
Vale, tengo la primera parte.
I can't remember the last time I wore these. The last time I could move freely.
¿Eh?
Now, a tiny bit to the left. Yes, just like that. Hold that pose. I want to get all those lovely curves just right.
Ha desaparecido la pintura. Nunca olvides. ¡Ah! ¡Mi pierna! Mira, este parece el Voldemort de Harry Potter y la piedra filosofal, en serio.
I think I have the music for all the paintings now. I'm going to play it for you this evening. You're going to love it.
Me está siguiendo. ¿Te imaginas que fuese verdad? Una botella.
Sorry I haven't written in a while. I've been swarmed with work. I gotta tell you, your last letter was troubling, to say the least. I just can't believe she would set fire to your old paintings. Why would she do that? The lady in black especially? That was your tribute to her, wasn't it? I don't know what to tell you except to get her some professional help pronto. You could probably talk to someone as well. With all that's happened, I'm sure it would do you some good. I probably don't need to tell you that the buyer was sorely disappointed with the news. The new pieces just aren't selling as well as the classics. Anyway, I'll keep looking. You just hang in there and focus on your work. I know you still have it in you. I believe in you.
Your friend and agent Thomas Caldwell. Es que no lo lee eso. Acabará contigo. No puedo luchar contra ella. Mira de ser. Cuatro. Nueve. Seis.
Don't be scared. It's just a book, Birdie. This is fine. This is good. These are great conditions. I can finish it. I can. I will. I need to. For all our sakes. For our family.
For a family? Or just for you? Go on, tip the scales.
¿Qué color debería escoger?
green of her eyes, the red of my paint.
Tenga ese informe.
I had the most beautiful dream last night. I dreamt he came to me, embraced me, loved me, as he once did. But we both know that while I dreamed my silly little dream, it was you. It was you he really lusted for.
Don't worry, you're not alone. Perfect relationships may look great on the silver screen, but the rest of us mortals have to face the simple truth. Nobody's perfect. And you know what? That's fine. In fact, many loving couples struggle with day-to-day life in a relationship. This does not make them any less special. It just takes some work. And we're here to help. Our consultants, all trained experts in their field, will help you identify the source of your troubles and deal with it at your own pace. Whether it's simple miscommunication, money problems, or conflicting personalities, where there's a problem, there's always a solution. And remember, it's never too late.
Vale.
I think we should drop the toccata here. People won't be able to concentrate on anything but your music. It's about our family, after all. About both of us. I'm sure Thomas would agree with me.
Acabará contigo.
I have a new set. Less flashy this time. You were right, it works better. I can't wait for this opening. I've never dreamed of making art together with you. Here we are, and it's all I could have wanted.
¡Corre que me mojo!
How can two people who once loved each other so fully, so profoundly, drift so far apart? My husband barely speaks to me anymore. He just slithers in and out of his study, obsessively working on one failed painting after another. He won't even sleep with me anymore. I can tell he's disgusted by me. The look he gave me the other day. That pathetic, hurtful look. The combination of shame, guilt, and repulsion. I've come to realize that I've become a monster in my husband's eyes. It feels like nothing a woman should ever experience. Still, being the good wife that I am, I decided to realize my husband's fantasy. If he thinks me a monster, I will sure as hell act the part.
Ah, vale, tengo que seguir los pasos.
Watch him drown.
Ahoga.
Dear sir or madam, we must kindly, albeit strongly, urge you to keep your voices down during the night. Your marital problems, while regrettable, are a private matter and should remain that way. They are certainly of no concern to us, and especially our children. Please, consider that not everyone is a freelance artist. Some of us have to get up early and work for a living. We need our sleep. We must also warn you that if things continue the way they are now, we will be forced to call the police.
Sincerely, your very third neighbor. Pero es que...
My home is my castle. Locked inside, I am safe.
¿Por qué está ahí más oscuro? Que mira. Dándole vueltas. Ah, vale. De la mesa. ¿Qué motiva mi pasión? Es que he cogido el otro porque es que como este está perdido en el alcohol, digo, voy a quitar la borrachera. Pescado.
I hated it. Always felt as if it wasn't my hand that wrote the letters when using it.
vaina para agacharse. ¿Voy dando el control o al C?
What we witness today, while entirely worthless in artistic terms, might be an invaluable case study for psychologists. These harsh words came from none other than Jason Hughes. The famed critic was one of the first to appreciate the works of, and whose praise once contributed to his first spectacular success. When asked if such brutal criticism was indeed called for, especially in light of the recent tragic events, Hughes responded, quote, "As critics, it is our duty to critique art, but not to judge the artist. The man has been through a lot lately, and obviously it has taken its toll on him. Still, if we were to remain silent and pretend this is even remotely acceptable, we would be doing the artist a disservice." Other critics were only slightly more lenient, as the
It's due to critic art, but not to the artist. The man has been through a lot later and obvious is and taken it all in hands. Still, if we were to remain silent and pretend this even remote acceptable, we would doing the artist deserved. Other critics were only es que no se ve. Vale, esto
The thought alone that the most beautiful piece of art doesn't have my name on it is killing me. So, will you marry me?
in an unexpected experimental streak in his usually conservative endeavors, Thomas Caldwell hosted an extraordinary exhibition opening in his gallery. Quote, "This is a great day for me and my wife," said in the opening speech. Quote, "For us, this is not only an exhibition, this is how we want to live our life. Music accompanies my paintings just as she will accompany me in the future." It is rumored that after the exhibition, some kind of arrangement was set between Caldwell and
no le dé porque esa parte está aquí como quemada.
I have a responsibility. Finish it!
Aléjate, cuidado. El que está.
Linen. Anyone can paint on a linen canvas. I am not anyone. I looked for a canvas.